Hello everyone, so today's video is gonna be about how to validate a challenge, FTMO or my Forex funds. So I decided to switch my channel from French to English because I want to reach a larger audience, and I will see if there is a lot of reaction, comments and likes on the video, so I can do another one which focus mainly on my strategies that I have used for this challenge. Okay, so we're gonna speak about the strategy first, then we're gonna talk about discipline, and finally about risk management. I think this is three really important points that you really need to work on, and I don't think the strategy is the most important one, because if you have like a good strategy, not the best one, you can still succeed in trading, but you need to have really good risk management and a good discipline. Okay guys, so before going into the strategy, I will show you my phase 1 and phase 2 result. So here is the phase 1 result. I made 8% in 10 days on the 50k challenge and a win rate of 92%, but the conditions on the market were pretty good, so I'm not doing a 92% win rate every time. And you should know that even break even, when the price come back to my stop loss and I made $0, it count as a win. So that's why my win rate was pretty big. And for phase 2, okay, it's phase 2, there we go. So it was in around 20 days, I made 5%, and I wasn't risking that much because I knew that it was easier than phase 1. That's why I took a bit more time, and I made 62% win rate, and same thing for the result. So that's pretty much it, and we're gonna go into the strategy. I won't enter in the details for the strategy because I want to make another video about it, but only if you guys put a lot of likes for the video and commentary. So I'm using 3 different indicators. First one is the VWAP, which is, I think, the most important one, and you should know that I trade only US 30. So I'm using 2 different charts, the 3-minute one and the 15-minute one. Why am I using the 3 and 15-minute chart? It's just because I need to have a look in the higher time frame if I'm not against the market when I enter the trade, but I always enter the trade in the 3-minute chart. I think it really gives you like a short stop loss, and you have better entries on the 3-minute chart. So for example, I'm gonna speak about one of my trade I took this morning. So it was this one, I think. So every day when the day starts, I try to highlight some key points. So I put my previous daily high, previous daily low, the Asian session lows, and also the symbolic levels that are close to my area. So for example, there will be this one here, so you just have to click here, draw a line, and just highlight it like that. So when your price reaches area, you know you have to pay attention. And same for the daily high and daily lows. So for the VWAP indicators, I will show you my settings. So you can pause the video and do the same settings that I am using. I think it's pretty close from the base settings. So for the VWAP indicators, I will always try to look for long position if I am in the green cloud, and for short position if I am in the red cloud, because the price is too far from VWAP, so it will recover and come back to VWAP at a certain time. I think it's pretty much always like that, except when the market really go down in a trend, but you have to look it at the 15-minute chart, so you can't enter, so you don't enter in a position that is against the market. So this morning the price came to the cloud, so I can look for long position, and you see there was this double bottom with the divergence on the trader dynamic index. So this was also the Asian low, so I took a long position and I was aiming to reach the VWAP again. So my stop loss was if this area was break, and the price came back to the VWAP, so it was a good trade. So this was a good long example. And to enter a trade, I always look for the price for the red line on the trader dynamic index to reach at least 30 for a long position and 70 for a short position. So after this trade, I didn't really took another trade, even this one, because it was not that far from the US Open. So you should know that I never trade right after the London Open and the US Open. I always wait at least 15 minutes after the London Open, and 30 to 1 hour for the US Open, because it's really too dangerous, too risky, and you will have really bigger stop loss if you enter at this time. For my position size, I will always look the VIX, so it's a volatility indicator index. So if the volatility on the market is very high, I will reduce my position size, and if the volatility is really low, I can increase my position size. But I won't risk more than 1%, and 1% risk is really for good setup. So usually I'm like more than 0.5%. But you should know that it's because I'm not taking a lot of position. Some scalper trader may take really a lot more position, so they will risk 0.20 or 0.5 maximum per position. So I think it's pretty much it for the strategy part. So for the trader dynamic index, you can check and do the same settings that I have. And like I said, you will try to enter when there is divergence, and if the price is below the 30 mark and 70 mark for short position. Okay, so I will see you guys for the next part, which is discipline. Okay, so second part is about discipline. I don't know if I spelled it right or wrong, but you can correct me in the comment section. So for discipline, you have some different trading things. So first one is fear of missing out. So imagine you check the market, you have a good area over here, and the price come to your area. you don't have a good sign to enter the market, but the price is already going in the direction you wanted. So maybe you are like, oh shit, I missed the opportunity, so you will enter at this time instead of here, which means that you will have a really large stop when you should have this kind of stop loss. So you will try to maybe aim for this position, so we will have maybe 0.5 risk reward, which is really bad, and you could have like a 2-for-1 risk reward. So you really need to stay calm, and the market is giving you opportunities every day, and especially if you are trading on 3-minute charts. So you really need to be patient, and if the price come without good settings, it is what it is. You just have to leave it like it is and just look for the next trade opportunity. Second one is revenge trade. So maybe you are in a position for maybe a short position, so you enter right here, and the price is going slowly down, but up, coming back up and taking your stop. So you're like, oh fuck, so I missed the opportunity, I'm going to enter, but in the opposite direction. So now you took the position, but for a long position, without any confirmation. It was just like a revenge trade. So you think, if I was wrong, the market must go to the opposite direction. So it doesn't work like that. So you enter right here, but the market takes you out again. And so instead of losing one trade, you are losing 2 trades. So it's really important to stay away from the markets. If you lose a trade, you just wait for another area. And I don't know, if you can't handle that, just go outside, take a breath, and it's gonna be fine. And the last thing I want to speak about is growing too fast. A lot of traders want to gain and earn a lot of money, but they don't have a really big account size. So they play it really risky and maybe have a risk of 2 to 5% per trade, which is ridiculous, but because they want to earn a lot of money. But they will maybe in not even 1 month burn their account. It's pretty sure. So you have to start with a small account, maybe, I don't know, 10k. You can do a good month, and with the money that you earn, you can buy another challenge, which gives you a bigger account size, and after that you can go to 20, 50. I mean, trading is not about a speed run, it's a marathon, so you really have to play it slowly, and only the trader who have the patience will be rewarded. So just take that in note, guys, it's really important. Okay guys, last part is about risk management. So risk management really depends on what is your trading style. So if you're a swing trader, maybe you will risk no more than 2% per trade, and it's only if you took like 1 or 2 trades per week, and if you have a good setup. For me, I'm an intraday trader, and I risk no more than 1% per trade, and I usually took like 2 to 3 trades per day, but it really depends on the day, and it can even be like 0.5%. It depends on the setup. For a scalping trader, it can be around 0.1 to 0.5%, but it really depends on how many trades do you have every day, and everything depends on the volatility and the context and the actualities. So if you are in big volatility, high volatility market, and I don't know if there are big news on these times, you have to lower your risk and take a few trades only. I also set up some rules. So every day I'm like, if I lose three trades in a row, I will just stop for today and have a big break. And it's the same thing if I'm like on the winning streak. If I made a lot of money for the day, I will just stop it for the day, because I want to save all my gains, and don't risk it to lose everything that I made for the day. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will maybe do a video with more details about the strategy if there is a lot of like and comments on the video. So guys, don't hesitate to put a comment, and even if you don't like the video, just say why, and I will really appreciate to speak with you guys. So see you next time. It was Trading Area. Bye bye guys.